are victims of identity theft. Let that sink in for a second. That's huge. You could be one of 24,000 people per day that are victims of identity theft. Or for $21, you can get something home that's so simple to basically erase your identity from all that mail that you're throwing into garbage that people are then jumping into dumpsters and looking at. Better than shredding, because you cannot shred a pill bottle. You cannot shred a lot of the other things out there. And so easy to use to take one more thing off your here's what I'm worried about today list and just live your life. You get 2 of these, so it's less than $11 each or $9 each if you do the buy more save. So the second set, we take $3 off, and it's $18. So get them as gifts and give them to family members that you're worried about that maybe aren't watching or aren't worried about themselves. Diana Seastad is with us. She brings us clever problem solvers. She is also the person who has stood up here, and you have presented and sold more than 125,000 sets of these since the debut.
Yes.
Doesn't that make you feel good that you're
Yes,
protecting people out there?
Absolutely,
Good to
it
see you.
does. Good to see you too. You know, it is so important. 9 million Americans are victims of identity theft each year. That's the 24,000 a day. And one of the ways your identity can be stolen is by those dumpster divers. They can go into your trash, your recycle bin, and they're looking for pieces of information. It could be the information that's on a pill bottle, or this could have a refill remaining. And what if somebody wandered into the pharmacy with that and, you know, went and got your medication, got medical information about you, but simply on just a credit card bill. Now we get lots of bills, there's all kinds of information on here. This has name, address, full account number, places where you've been spending your money, that's your spending habits that you don't want getting into the wrong hands. By this simple swipe, we can obliterate all that personal information that's on this. So now you can safely put this into the recycling bin and know no one can read it.
And that could even be the offers for credit card that you get every 5 minutes that you think, oh, I'll just tear it up and people won't do it. What if they opened that in your name?
That's right. And I want to show you what makes this so unique. This is a rolling self-inking stamper, and you're getting 2 of these. But on the stamp surface are all these characters, and you can see they make it like a pattern, almost like an encryption or camouflage, and that's what makes this, you know, so much better and so much, you know, easier than trying to scratch this out with a marker or a pen. You just swipe that over one time and you cannot read. Now, it is not supposed to block off big bold letters like this, but your regular type sizes, you cannot read that at all from the front or the back.
Here's the fun part. You ready? Well, first of all, I think the fun part is you give it to your children and then it's their job to do, and they actually think it's called art, so it's awesome. But pick your color. So you get 2 of these, remember, and you can get and we've already sold out of a color, but we've got the turquoise, which is my favorite, so I'll start there. Then there's the blue, there's yellow, there's black, there is purple. Blue is last call. So if you want that, get on the phone right away. Your first set is $21, which saves you $8 over retail. Your second set is $18. It's a buy more save. Why, Kerstin, do I need more than 1 set? Think about everybody else in your life. Put one where you get your mail, so you bring it in and you do it right away. Put one at your office. Put one by your home office. Give one to your daughter because she's so busy just trying to make a name for herself in life because she's 20 years old. She's not thinking about this. Give one to your mother who is 74 years old and isn't thinking about this because she thinks everybody out there is very, very kind. That's why you get a buy more save on this and you pick up more than 1 set. Now, the old version didn't do glossy.
That's right, and that's what I was just showing you here. Now, glossy things like magazines and things, it does have a little bit more of a dry time, so I've pre-dried this one, but you can see that's not going anywhere, and it fully dried on this high gloss material here. So we get things like magazines and postcards and ads and things. You know, it can just start with your junk mail, an ad or a magazine. Identity theft starts with your name and your address. And then these dumpster divers try and piece together other bits of your information. And this one is such a big pet peeve of mine.
Me too. Why do they send you those?
Don't ask for these, and they come in our credit cards, and this is your credit card number, your name, your address. You know, somebody can go wandering in and, you know, do a lot of damage on your account with these. So don't just tear them in half, because that is too much precious information to just go like this. Somebody can just, you know, piece that right back together. And we all know Social Security numbers, of course, date of birth, account numbers, medical information.
This is great for the back to school stuff, and then also if those of you who don't really actually file your taxes till the August or September deadline. So you need to turn this stuff in, but there's a lot of information that other people don't need to know, so you can block out the things that you don't want to be had on there, or if you're buying a new house and that kind of stuff, they don't need a lot of that account information, they just need to know the total number. So it's a good way to do that there. Some of you I've heard have said, well, I got to shredder, but the shredded stuff, first of all, that takes a while.
Right.
The second thing is you can't shred things like those
shred
two. And also you can't always recycle shredded stuff, and that's something that's kind of important to me, and many of you, it is to you as well. I find this to be an easier solution than the shredding. You've talked about dumpster divers because we mentioned it at the top. 24,000 people a day are victims of identity theft, 9 million a year. My old life before QVC, I was an investigative reporter. I used to dumpster dive, and I used to show how easy it was to create credit cards and wreak havoc on people's lives. It's too easy.
It is. It's awful. And you know, it's something we've all heard about. And what I love about these, and you get 1,000 2-inch swipes in each one. So 2,000 swipes of information that you can completely obliterate. But it's portable. When I get my mail, I come in and I instantly just go through it. Junk mail, magazines, credit card offers, I use it. Then the day that I go and pay my bills, there's always that other part of the bill that's got so much information on it. I just swipe, 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 and then I just recycle everything. Yep. It's so easy.
I leave it right by the recycling because that's where inevitably half or 3/4 of my mail goes. Right. So it's right there by the recycling. That's gone. Navy's sold out. If you loved Navy, I say go but turquoise is last call. Oh, so go quick there. Yellow, also last call. Wow. There's your black, and then there's your purple. Last call, last call. So be quick here. Buy more, save means the first set is $21. The second set is $18. And that is so small of a price to pay to be able to sleep better at night. And I think, you know, maybe you aren't worrying about identity theft. Maybe you should a little bit more than you are right now. I find Kerstin is a bit of a worrier. It's something that I'm working on. And I will get on these kicks where I'm worried about disease. I'm worried about this. I'm worried about that. What's that spot on my dog's back? You know, whatever it is. Just to take one thing off of my in my head mental what I could be worrying about today list by spending $21. Oh, done and done. Because then you can breathe a little sigh of relief thinking, you know what? Nobody's going to get into my dumpster and steal my identity.
That's right. You know, think of all this stuff. You know, this is just medical information, but that is something else that people are stealing your identity for to go get medical services in your name. You know, it has your ID number, your providers, doctors, medication, your group number, all of this information. Few swipes, obliterated. Now nobody can use this and use this against you, and it's so important to wipe this stuff out before you throw it away or recycle it, because this is where identity theft starts.
It really is. Love that it's on a buy more save, but unfortunately we have sold out of the Navy. That turquoise that you're using right there, that one's almost gone. The yellow is also a last call. Then we have the black, and then we also have the purple. You may know somebody. In fact, more and more, I feel like everybody does know somebody.
Oh yes.
I know 3 people here in the, in the host team. It just too many people's identity is stolen, and unfortunately, yeah, your bank might forgive it, but to get yourself out of that and get your credit back takes years.
And you never find out about it until it's already happened.
And then your heart drops.
Exactly. And it can take months. It really can take months to repair. It's all on you to repair it. Maybe you just tried to go out and buy a refrigerator, and what happened to my credit, and all the things that you have to do.
You can't get a house. You can't get a car, whatever it might be.
Getting a job. Some financial institutions even run credit. So think of your young people out there. You know, maybe they're in college now, you know, out going for their first job. If they have credit blemishes, that can affect your hiring.
And also think of the